Karon, Mindanao is having a very, very difficult situation brought about by Mama Sapano. Mabigat po yan. I don't know what happens to the BBL. But the most important problem is the trust. The trust that is the anchor of unity and growth and development. The trust that is the basic premise of investments. The trust that makes people grow, and thus communities also grow. That trust is melting. There is a high mistrust, not only in our country, but more particularly in Mindanao. And I am worried. I am worried because 64 years ago, when I was born, Mindanao was in a really bad situation. When I grew up, the Mindanao that I grew up was a world of isolation. We did not know each other. Then, kitara sa Misamis Oriental. It was very rare for anyone to go to other provinces, especially those na layo. But now, it is much easier. In fact, Cagayan de Oro now has more residents from outside Cagayan de Oro. Why is that? Because we're beginning to integrate, beginning to consolidate, beginning to unify. And that, all of these are based on trust. People come to Cagayan de Oro because they trust Cagayan de Oro. People come to Cagayan de Oro to look for their future because they trust that they will have a future in Cagayan de Oro. And once that element of trust dissipates, people will start leaving. Mabigat to ang problema. And I hope that there will be enough time, because the President's term will end in June of next year. And I have seen how difficult it was for the basic law to get passed during the term of the President who was not involved in the peace process. The 11th Congress. The basic law was passed in 1999. The agreement was passed in the agreement was signed in 1996. Two different presidents. So you had a basic law that did not mirror the peace agreement. It is very imperative that we have that basic law during the term of the president. However, I do understand that people now begin to doubt whether there is still the need for that basic law, because that trust is melting. Kita sa Cagayan de Oro, I would say we have a special role, a role that not everyone can do. Unsa ka na nga role? To confidence building. Let's, on our own, within our midst, let's help build confidence. Confidence in our city, confidence in our region, confidence in Mindanao. The consequences of that trust further melting are too great for our successors to face. Mahadlok na. So, ang akong mensahe is, I hope na there will still be that chance. Gamiton pagyod ka ng opportunity. That is an opportunity that is slowly dissipating. But it's still there, waiting for us to seize and waiting for us to build on that. The lines are clearly drawn. Shall we pursue peace? There will always be threats to that peace. Bisan sa mga most developed economies na paghihapon. But I don't know if in an environment of conflict na pa'y sunshine that is worth looking at. Not only for our sake, for the sake of our children, but for the sake of future generations. As stewards, we have that duty. This generation, I hope, will realize that we have that duty. Masuko na kita kung masuko whoever was responsible. But that does not warrant that we eliminate the possibility of peace.